think I should work at a smoothie shop. I feel like I would fit in. Why did the smoothie get assassinated? He got mixed up with a few bad apples. Alright, last one. What do you call an iPhone put into a smoothie maker? Apple smoothie? Alright. What's up? It's your boy Trillaatroy and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time watching me, what's up? My name is Trillaatroy and welcome. Why don't you go ahead and give this video a like, comment down below, and subscribe because it really helps out the channel a lot. Click that bell so you can get a notification every time I upload. And without further ado, as you read by the title, we're going to be talking about communication. So let's go ahead and cue the thing. Alright, as you can see, I just made a smoothie for today's conversation. I feel like it was only fitting for that. Hope you enjoyed the corny jokes that I decided to throw in there. And in today's video, I'm here to help you plant the seeds in your mental garden to make it the best it can be. So let's go ahead and cue the conversation. So just like all actions, all your words matter. Talking is something we've been doing since birth. The way you communicate with someone, your body language, your tone of voice, they all play a role in how you talk to someone and how you communicate with them. And it also plays a role in how they perceive you as the way you were talking. There are many silent indicators sometimes that we miss or don't pick up on that can make us seem like we're misinterpreting what someone is saying or misunderstanding what they're saying. Also, people are really manipulative in this world. If you didn't know that, now you do. So never give someone a chance to manipulate your words and turn them into something that you didn't say. Therefore, it's important to think about what you say before you say it, because your words can be misinterpreted and people can think you said something, but you really meant a different thing by it. Something that is also really important that we commonly look over is the importance of gender neutral language and terms. So since we're talking about communicating with others, how our words are perceived, and watching what you say, watch your mouth, let's first understand what communication is, and then let's talk about effective dialogue and communication between one person to another. So, communication is to pass on information, news, or thoughts. It's a way of spreading or receiving something from one entity or group to another through the use of mutually understood signs, symbols, and semiotic rules. So as I'm sure you've probably seen it before, but the tools and ability to communicate effectively, it's either something that you have or something that you don't. So you either know a person that can communicate effectively or you don't know a person. And it kind of sucks sometimes when you don't know how to communicate properly. Communication is a dynamic process that we have in our lives, and it can affect positively or negatively your relationship with others and how you basically navigate through life. And as I mentioned, speaking and talking deal with more than just your words, but it deals with how you say something, when you say something, why you say something, or the lack thereof when you don't say something in an area where you should. And don't forget that body language also plays an important role in your communication and how you talk to people. So, adjust yourself sometimes. Sometimes many people talk and say things without even realizing it and then rebuttal by saying, oh, I didn't mean it, or oh, I didn't mean it in that way, or I didn't say that. And it's like, I know what you meant by when you said that. So let's not try to make it something that it's not, and let's not sugarcoat it because you said it and now I can't forget it. And that's why our quote is, be careful with your words. Once they are said, they can only be forgiven, never forgotten. So for a moment, just stop, maybe pause the video if you need to, and think about, do you understand how important your words are and how you can hurt someone by what you say, whether you mean it or not? In today's world, it's so easy to send a text or, make a comment on social media, but do you really understand the consequences of your words behind what that message or behind what that tweet or comment is? Do you understand how it can positively or negatively impact that person who is reading it, whether you meant it for them to read or not? Sending a text or making a comment is all too effortless these days, but it's so easily and so often we see people getting hurt by these things that are said. And yes, sometimes people are a little too sensitive, but who are you to tell someone that they're too sensitive by what you said? You can't control their emotions. You can't control how they perceive your words, whether you meant it in that way or not. That's why you have to be careful with what you say and how you say it. In today's day and age, words can lower a person's self-esteem, make them enter a state of depression, and more extremely, cause suicidal thoughts. So basically, when you say something that is hurtful towards someone else, it could cause mental damage that can't just be erased overnight. The thing is, through the internet or through a text, you can never really know if a person is joking or if they're serious. So it's best to just, avoid those kind of hurtful or harmful slangs or terms that you may want to use, to just avoid that altogether. So you don't have to worry about, did I just hurt their feelings, or, oh, I meant it as a joke, but they took it seriously. Now they're on the verge of doing something that I never really intended to happen. Something you have to realize is once you say something, you can try and take it back, but you can never be like, oh, I didn't want to say that. Because once you say it, it came out of your mouth, so it's there. That's why we have to realize the value of our words. And another quote that I think is really important and something that we should all hear is, words are free, but it's how you use them which may cost you. And so many times, we see this happening in today's day and age where people say things and they don't realize the effects that it may have in days to come or the future when people actually, interpret what they're saying. That's why I say words don't disappear. They continue to exist even after we try to delete them or rebuttal back and say, oh, I didn't mean to say that. They're still there. You still said it. It still came out. You need to basically live by the elementary rule of, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, keep your mouth shut and focus on being positive and promoting positivity in your life. Now, in regards to gender neutral language and being considerate of others when speaking, it's important to start by making an effort to using more inclusive language. And that is why we see celebs caught in scandals from, them saying this or saying that and basically, dehumanizing someone or degrading them by their words when they try to say they didn't mean it. But it's like, if you just practice using more inclusive language, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place where, you're caught in a situation. Using gender inclusive language means speaking and writing in a way that does not discriminate against a particular sex, social gender, or gender identity, and does not perpetuate gender stereotypes. Examples of gender exclusive language are, and examples of gender inclusive language are. So now that I've shown you a few of those examples, how about you try to weave out those gender exclusive terms that you may be using or phrases and try and weave in more of those gender inclusive languages and terms to help, better your vocabulary. So when speaking, whether you think or someone may take offense to it or not, just try to avoid using biases towards a particular sex or social gender. And I feel this is a problem that we are slowly but surely starting to address more frequently. But this is something that is not taught in school, so we didn't learn this growing up if, you were in this generation. It's something that, you just have to pick up the pieces and move accordingly and make changes as you see fit. And believe it or not, there are ways of practicing gender-inclusive language more than just respecting gender-neutral pronouns. For instance, like I said in the examples that I showed, but replacing ladies and gentlemen with good evening, everyone, helps to include those people who don't identify as a gentleman or a lady. Another quote is, being inclusive means to appreciate differences and enjoy the diverse viewpoints that we have. And that is a quote by Pearl Zhu. I hope I'm saying that last name right. Now, 2 key takeaways from this message that I really want you to know are, hold yourself and those around you accountable. So many times, we think we're in a safe space with our friends or, those who we feel most comfortable with, and we let them say the sometimes awful things and we don't really check them or be like, maybe you should do this instead of doing this because we think it's okay, but it's actually not. You need to learn. It's okay to check your friends sometimes. That is what's going to grow your relationship and make it better. But also, allow them to know that that's not okay to say. And number 2, secondly, is to start making a more conscious effort of changing that language that, may be hurtful towards someone. And if you indirectly say it, sometimes you may slip up. It may happen. You may not mean to, and you completely, you have that right to apologize and be like, you know what, I didn't mean it. I'm completely sorry. But you're working on it. It's a difference when you directly do it and you're intentionally hurting someone by your words. That's just vicious and it's cruel. With that being said, remember, watering your mental garden only allows it to grow, so why not water it every single day? And like I say in all my videos, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell so you can get a notification every time I upload and post. Remember to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend that Trillaatroy would really love your love and support. And until the next video, peace.